What is going on, guys? Today is day 2 of the NASA SE event at Road Atlanta. I was lucky enough, my friend lived like 20 minutes away, so I just stayed with them, which is really nice because that means I don't have to get up really early. Still had to get up early, but less early. Gonna start the day off with some Bojangles because it's Sunday and Chick-fil-A is closed. Always craving Chick-fil-A on Sundays. And we meet up with Nick and the boys and girls and go from there. I still think they don't know what's going on with Gary's car. As you know from the last video, he lost boost, and we were looking for vacuum leaks or any leaks actually, and nothing. And they think it's like a hairline leak on like the exhaust manifold or the turbo manifold. Technically, it's a turbo manifold. I don't know if they have figured that out, but Annika raced pretty well yesterday. She didn't do the second race because she got like heat exhaustion. She was feeling very like nauseous and had a headache, and she sat in Ben's truck and got chills, and she still felt the nausea and the headache. So even with the cool shirt on, she doesn't think it would have made a difference. So she decided to play it safe and just sit it out, which that's fine. The Mustang she brought, she said it's doing well. She hasn't ran it in a year, so still testing that out. Her brother is in the DE2 class. He's running his Corvette that he drove down from Michigan. Good day for him. He was running like a 40 something, maybe a 50 something. I think it was like mid 40s is what he was running, like 144, 45. Tracy, orange Corvette, killing it. She placed third, I think. She lost second by a 100th of a second. 100th of a second, yeah. And then, I'm not too sure about the other Miata we're with, but I think the only person that's not having a good time is Gary with the vacuum leak. But we'll see how it is today. Hopefully chicken is the right move this morning. But today is not as long, more events, and it's also supposed to be a little bit cooler, which is nice. So, see you at the track. Did get an update on Gary. I also just shot DE2 and 3 in turns 10 through 12, which is great. One of Gary's turbos is seized. See, this hill right here is pretty crazy. Go next to the racetrack, and it's just like this long like U. It's pretty cool. Also, I think there's a pebble in my tire. There's a racetrack. Go around here. 300 ZX, that's clean. GTR. Got Tyler over here. Come straight through here. And here we are. Boom, right here. Let's see what this is. Looks like what they're doing. across the finish line bridge. So pace cars off and pull out. Alright, you ever done belts before?
I have.
Perfect. Hey, we got oil pressure.
So I was thinking about hand signals.
Yes.
And I was thinking this means faster.
Okay.
This means slower.
And this means pull in.
Okay.
Hit in.
And this means stay.
Okay.
So what are you on, like a 150 something?
With you in here, we'll go as fast as you want to go, but a low 40s.
Low 40s? Let's try for like a, well, let's see how the warm-up lap goes, but like a 2 minute maybe.
Okay.
And go from there.
We'll start out back here.
Alright.
Do you get car sick?
No.
Okay. I do, so.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Well, it's different when you drive.
I ask all my passengers because I instruct, I'm used to being in that seat. I know how it feels. It's like getting tossed around like a rag doll. This is a combined session, so there'll be a lot of traffic, which I enjoy.
Okay. Why?
Doing lots of point buys. I like playing with other cars on track. Having to set people up for a pass while someone's also trying to pass you, while someone's trying to pass them. I enjoy it. It makes it easier to figure out like who should be in this group and who should not for long. Can't say shit.
Welcome to the live. Gary's driving the Mustang. Yep.
That sounds about right.
At least you look cool.
You can open up that vent, but it mostly blows warm air.
Just put an engine in that, so he'll be just hanging around the back. He ain't gonna be going very fast.
Okay.
Okay, just to let you know.
Thank you. I'm faster than him anyways.
Are you one of the faster ones?
I think I'm the 9th fastest Miata ever at Road Atlanta.
Ever?
Track record. Well, 9th place on the track record board.
All right.
Probably the least horsepower of anyone in the top 10.
That's what I like about this. It's not really about power. It's about your line.
Like Johnny has the #1 record, and he's got an LS motor.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that thing sounds sweet. Hard braking. I forgot to look at the speed, my bad. Oh. Before we get into this corner, so he does like a 140, right? Hang on. There have been F1 cars here. A little squeak from the tires. There have been F1 cars here, and they do it in under a minute. Just let that sink in. Under a minute. We're doing 1:40, maybe 1:50 right now, but yeah, it's pretty quick. So, little update. Vlogging is hard, especially around people. I'm sure they wouldn't mind, but you know, figured out what was wrong with Gary's car. He still had to run today just for contingency, I think is the word. Basically just shows he's here, just didn't do one lap and leave. But he's still running like 2 minutes without any turbo, so that's 20 seconds behind what he would usually run. One of the two turbos, because if you don't know, the R32 is twin turboed from the factory. One of the turbos seized, and when that happens, the car is like goes into some safety mode that shuts off boost on both turbos. So that's why he wasn't reading any boost at all. He still runs the car, but pretty much just taking it easy just to say how he was here. He'll get that fixed before the next one in July, which I think is in Florida. Annika was racing, and on the last lap got sandwiched between two cars. Both their bumpers got ripped off, and one of the crash bars also got ripped off and hit another Miata, I think. It was pretty cool because apparently what happened was cool. Yeah, Scott took me out. It's a K-swap Miata. I'll get him to do a full rundown with that, but Tracy's doing her thing. She got second today, so moved up a position. Annika's also running the Mustang. That is doing pretty well. She let Gary drive it, and Gary spun out actually right here, top of the hill, spun out there. But she's not fully confident in it yet, which is understandable. She hasn't ran it in a year. So no ride-alongs in that, but maybe a couple months or so might be able to. All right weekend. Tyler didn't finish too hot. He had some car trouble, so couldn't get a qualifying time, and then he put him in the middle of the pack, and that was not a great start for him apparently. So he ended up in the back, just kind of stayed there, but he said he moved up a couple of positions, which is good, but he's a pretty good driver. I think this is DE1. I don't think this is DE1. That noise over there, that's one of the Thunder Racing cars. It's like a stock car. Yeah, I don't know what this is. There's no instructor in there. Thunder's racing next, I'll probably shoot that. Yeah, I have a lot of good photos from this weekend. Instagram is probably where I'm going to be posting most of them. And I'm just out here having fun. I'll probably send them to people just for letting me be out here. That's Gary's student, one of his students. Actually, no, there are people in there. I take that back. This is DE1. Sure about the turbo issue, but once they get back home they'll dig into that. And then Annika raced in Lightning. I don't think she didn't podium, but she didn't get last either. Her Mustang Gary drove, and that ride along that he was behind us, he spun out as he was cresting 11 going into 12, and I missed it. I mean, I was hoping he'd be in front of us, but he was behind us, as you saw, and never caught up. And Annika ran it earlier that day, and neither are like super comfortable. Like, they can run it slow, but kind of what's the point of that? So they just decided not to push it and chance it. Tyler didn't do so hot. I think I told you all that. It was a bad qualifying run, which led to a bad start position. So it is what it is. Let's see, Tracy got second for time trials. I think Scott only did like the DE4. I think that's all he runs. He might do time trials as well, I'm not 100%. If you're part of that group, I just want to say thank you. Like Scott, Annika, Gary, Nick, Tracy, Tyler. Oh yeah, Annika's brother Tyler. Oh, he's killing it. He had all season tires on his Corvette and was running like mid 40s, so absolutely crushing it. And he drove that car from Michigan. I'll emphasize that again. Yeah, huge shout out to them. In the description below, all their Instagrams will be there. Head back to Clemson now. Also, I parked at like turn 10 and went to do pictures. And as I came back, this guy was sitting in a truck. He goes, "Hey,
what's Moto Taco? Like, what is that? And I said, oh, that's me, that's my YouTube. He goes, oh, because I don't know where he's from. I think it's somewhere in Georgia. But he said, yeah, the guy he knows, maybe his friend, would tune cars, and long story short, got sick off a taco in Mexico, so they started saying his cars are taco tuned. If you know who that is, I'd like to know who that is as well. Taco tuned. That's a good little name. Anyway, to Clemson. Is it even an Atlanta trip if you don't hit traffic? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. You know the thing. But really, it is pretty packed today. I don't know why. Probably Sunday. I only seen a couple race trailers. I don't know what all this other traffic is. Oh, maybe school just got out. I don't know. It's Sunday. It is what it is.